Hello, welcome to AutoCAD tutorials. In this video, I will show you how I converted these 2D drawings of a mechanical fork bracket into 3D solid. And I'll be doing that right on this new page. And before then, I'll have to set up the page. So come over to the view panel. I'm going to choose front view to start the drawing. So click here and choose front view. I will also have to select my workspace. And here I'm going to use the 3D modeling workspace. So come down here on the status bar and click on the star icon and click on 3D modeling. I also have to format the units. I have to select the units I'm going to use. So again, click on Format on the menu bar, then click on Units and choose my units from this drop down window. So on Type, I'll leave it at decimal. On Precision, make it 0, and on Instruction Scale, make 8 millimeters. So that's the unit of measurement. Then every other setup here remains the way they are. Now click OK. Alright. So let's now come over to the drawing and its measurements. So I'm going to start first with this. So this is the front view of this object. So I'm going to start first with this front view. So come over to the new page, click on the view panel and click on front. Okay. So let me now zoom in on this. Okay, so I'm going to start from this portion. You can see here that from this center to this corner is 13. That is, from this point to this point is 26. And also from this point down to this very point is 23. So first I will have to draw a rectangle of 26 by 23. So come over to the draw panel, click on the rectangle command and draw a rectangle of 26 by 23. Okay. Trim off this portion. So click on the trim command and trim out here. Okay. Right, so you can see that this thickness is 10 units. So what I'll do here is I'll set this by 10 units. So come over to the modify panel and click on offset command and enter 10. Then I'll set this outwards by 10 and enter. Okay. Again, you can see that this height is 100. As from this point down here is 100. So I'll draw a line from this top, draw a vertical line downward of 100 units. Okay. Then draw another horizontal line from this point again down here for 40. So enter 40. Okay. Okay, so again from this point, I'll draw a vertical line of 36, which is this. So click on line command again and draw a vertical line upwards of 36. Enter. And again, since the thickness is 10, again I'm going to offset it again by 10 units inwards. So click on the offset command and enter 10. Then offset this line again inwards. Okay. Now use another line command to connect these 2 points. So click on line command again. Connect this to this. Enter. And repeat line. Also connect this to this. Okay. So next I will have to apply these curves here. That's the arc. And one is, the radius here is 15, and the smaller radius here is 5. So I'm going to use the fillet command to do that. Come to the modify panel, click on fillet command, then right click and choose radius. Here enter 15, then fillet this, which is this portion, fillet this and this. Also apply it right here because they are the same. So right click, click on repeat fillet, and also fillet this and this. Enter. The next is this, and this is 5. So click on fillet command again. Right click, choose radius, and enter 5 as radius. Then apply the fillet here and here. Right click, repeat fillet, and apply at these 2 lines again. Okay. So I will now trim out some portions. So come over to the modifier panel, click on the trim command, trim out this, also trim out this, and trim out this. Okay. Now click on the join command, click on join, and join all these ones up. Okay, so next I'll have to also mirror this to complete the other side. Come to the modifier panel, click on mirror, then click on this, click at this point, then mirror to this other side, and enter. Alright, so now click on the join command, and join this, and this. Okay, so I now have one polyline here. So next again I have to apply this fillet at this corner too, and this is 4 radius. So click on fillet, right click, enter radius, and enter 4 as a radius. Now apply the fillet at this point. Repeat fillet, and apply at this point as well. Okay. Delete this line for now. Then draw another line to connect this. Click on the line command and close here up. Enter. So I'm going to make a copy of this because I will need it later in the drawing. Then trim out this. So click on the trim command, trim out this, trim this out, enter, remove this, and join all this up. Okay, so I will need this later in the drawing, so I'll keep it aside. Okay, so I will now switch the view here to isometric view. So come to the view panel, click here and choose Southeast Isometric. Okay, so let's come over again to this side. So the width of the object here is 46. So what I will do here is to use the press pull command to pull this to a distance of 46. So come over to the modeling panel, click on the press pull command, and press pull this to a distance of 46. Okay. So here is a top view of the drawing, and you can see that I have 2 circles right here on the top, one of 20 diameter and another of 36 diameter. So I'm going to draw these circles on top of this object now. So come over to the draw panel, click on the arrow beside the circle and choose center diameter. Locate the midpoint, enter 36 as the radius. Okay, draw yet another circle of 20 diameter. So click again on circle command, locate the center and draw another circle of 20. Okay, so next I'm going to open up here with the press pull command, then raise this face up by 5 units, that is from this portion to this. So click on the press pull command and press out this circle, then raise this face up by 5 units and enter. Okay, so this portion is what we have here. That is this Okay, so next I'll have to create this portion. You see I have a hole here, and here is the view. I have to draw two circles of one of 12 diameter and another of 20. But before then, I'll have to change the coordinates to right. So click here and click on right. Okay, because this is lying this way, and the length that is from here to here is 85, and I have two circles on it. One is 12 and another is 26. Click and choose center diameter. Draw a circle of diameter 12 and draw another one of diameter 26. Okay. Now press pull these two circles out to a distance of 85. Click in between the two circles and pull out to a distance of 85. Okay. Right, so I have to locate the midpoint of this object now. So click on the line command. Look at the two centers of the circle. Two circles. Enter. So I'm going to place this now on top of this. So click on the move command. Move this. Pick from the midpoint at the center and drop it at the center. That is the second center of this circle. Drop it right here. And erase this. Alright. From this top here, that to the center is 20 units. So click on the move command. Click on the move command. Click on this and push it down by 20 units. Okay, so let's see how that looks like on shade of gray. Okay, that's alright. That is this portion, and the total length is 85 units. So I'm going to draw a rectangle of 85 units by 45. But before then, I'll have to switch the UCS coordinates to front. So come over to the coordinate panel, click here and choose front. Okay, so I can now draw my rectangle. So click on the rectangle command and draw a rectangle of 85 by 45 units. Okay. Now the thickness of the web here is 10 as well. So I'm going to also offset this. So I have to press pull this out to a distance of 10 units. So click on the press pull command. Click on the rectangle and pull out to a distance of 10. Okay. So I'll move this one now and place it right here. Click on the move command. Click on this and pick it from this midpoint. Okay, so I can move it up a little. And the move command. Push it up. That should be alright. So again, I have to apply these curves at these portions. So I'm going to use the fillet edge command to create these ones. I'll remove this now. Okay, and turn it around a little. Okay, so let's now see the radius of this. I want to apply these curves here. This one is 20 and the other one is 8. So let's apply this one first. Or simply type F and choose fillet edge. And right click and specify the radius. The radius is 20, so enter 20 as radius. Then click on this. Click on this. Enter. This command. So turn it around. Okay, so again I'm going to apply the fillet edge at these 2 points. So type F, click on fillet edge, and right click and click on radius and enter 20 as radius. You can now apply the fillet edge here and here. Right click, enter, and exit this command. Okay, so let's return again the view to southeast isometric. So next I'm going to create these two holes here. You can see here that the radius is 8 and the distance from the bottom here to the center of the hole is 20. So what I'll do here is to draw a circle. So come to the draw command, click here, click on center radius, draw a circle of radius 8. Okay, so I will now move this circle up by 20 units, which is from here to here. So click on the move command, click on the circle, enter, and push it up by 20 units. Okay, so I will now use the press pull command to press this hole across these two. So click on the press pull command, click right in the circle and pull it out. Okay, so the two holes have now been created. So I'm now going to use the union command to join them all. So come to the solid edging panel and click on union, then highlight the whole of this and enter. Okay, so let's see how that looks like. So this hole is not true to the end, and so this hole is not true. So what I'll do here now is to extract the edges. We'll extract the edges of this object. So come to the solid edging panel and click on extract edges, then click on this. Okay, so I can now open up these holes. Now click on the press pull command, click on this circle, click on this circle, and pull out, enter. Now click on the solid subtract command, click on this and subtract this. Okay. Now do the same for this top. Click on the press pull command, click on this circle and pull down. Okay. Again, click on the solid subtract command, click on this, then subtract this. Okay. So it's now time to use this. So click on the move command, click on this, now pick it from this point and bring it right here. So I'm not going to press pull this again across the whole of this. So click on the press pull command, click on this and push it across. Again, use the solid subtract command to subtract this from this. So click on the solid subtract command, click on this first, then subtract this. So click on this now, move it aside and remove construction lines. Move this here, and remove all these construction lines. Erase. So let's see how this looks like. So the whole up there is true. These ones have all been opened up. So I'll switch the view now to realistic view to see how that looks like. Okay, so that's the object completed. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.